Hello everybody, welcome back to the RostyMaths channel and welcome back to this Year 7 series on number. If you've been following the series so far, well done and well done for keeping up with everything that we have been doing. If you are new here, however, the first thing I must ask you to do is subscribe below and hit that notification bell so you do not miss an upload. They do come out very often. Also, if you are new here, then you've missed quite a lot. And if you missed quite a lot, you can catch it all in this pop-out banner right here, where you're going to find a playlist of everything we have done in a lovely order. Go check it out. Really important for you to watch that in that particular order. If it's just this video you're interested in, that's also okay. I hope you enjoyed the video and don't forget to like it. Finally, if you want to know some of the stuff you missed without leaving this video, here's a quick look at the topics that we have done, so you can see everything we have done right there. Okay, fantastic. Now, without further ado, the topic we are doing today is all about dividing decimals. What do you know about it? Go and watch this video now, and I'll see you again at the end. Let's divide some decimals. Now I've got two questions that have two different natures that I want you to focus on today with this one. So let's first of all start with what will be easy. This one's an easy one. For this, we're going to use our short division or bus stop method as we know it, because I do love a good bus stop method. And I'm not going to muck around with the decimals. I'm going to keep the decimals there just to make sure that everybody is happy with that. Now, let's go straight into it. So the first thing we do is check to see how many times 4 go into 8. Well, 4 go into 8 2 times, and there are no remainders. Now, straight away, we've hit the decimal point, so we need to replace that decimal right there. So let's just put that in straight away. And then how many times does 4 go into 5? Well, it goes into 5 once, but then there's a remainder of 1 left over, so I need to put that 1 there. And then we say, okay, good. How many times does 4 go into 14? Well, it goes into 14 3 times, because 4 times 3 is 12. And then there is 2 left over. Now, what do I do with that 2? What's happening? Well, there is a 0 here. Now, let me finish this off and I'll tell you why. Now we check. How many times does 4 go into 20 this time? It's 5 and there is nothing left over. So this answer is 2.135. Now let's talk about that elephant in the room that we have brought in just a while ago. Did you know that that number 8.54 has many zeros on the end? And that's because when you have a number as a decimal, you have these non-zero numbers are valid numbers. They are valid and useful numbers, but all these zeros are useless. They only become useful if I put a non-zero number after it. Then all of a sudden, these zeros mean something. Okay, but for now, let's take that number off it, that number from on the end there, so it's not there. So those zeros are not there. Those zeros are there, but we don't need them, so we tend to chop that off there. Okay, so 8.54. But I want to also get rid of a misconception in case I cause any confusion. If that was 854, I don't want you thinking that that has many zeros on the end as well. The reason being is because this is a whole number, not a decimal. If I put zeros on the end, all of a sudden that can run into millions, and depending on how many zeros you get, it could be quite a big number. So it is not true with these numbers, because these numbers are placeholders which will give this number a bigger value. All right, so not the same here. These numbers are useless to you, except there's the non-zero number on the end. Okay, good. And that is why when we came down here and we had more remainders, we needed to then call on one of these extra zeros to keep going until we had no remainders left. That is totally a thing. All right, let's go into the next question. And again, I'm going to do my bust up method, but now I'm going to do a little bit of a trick. But it's not a trick really. It is just making my life easy. Now I can try and go and divide 0.4 into 3.54, but I don't want to do that. I'd much rather be dividing by a whole number. And so for this one, I'm going to multiply them both by 10. You cannot multiply this by 10 and that by 100. It has to be the same. Now, why did I choose 10, you ask? Because I want 0.4 to become 4. Okay? And that's why I did it. I could have gone for 40, but then that would just be pointless. I just want this to be 4 so that it looks like this question. So that's totally a thing. And don't forget, like I said, if you choose 10, make sure you do them both by the same thing. You cannot change it, okay? All right, let's rock on. So now we're going to have 4 divided by 35.4 now. And you can see here, because I multiply this by 10, the decimal point will now be here, 35.4. Multiply that by 10, that now becomes 4. I don't need to readjust like when I'm multiplying decimals. If you have missed that last video, click on the pop-up banner and go and have a quick look at that one. Anyway, let's go. So I am going to check first. How many times is 4 going to 3? It doesn't. How many times is 4 going to 35? Well, it goes 8 times because 4 times 8 is 32. And then I have got 3 left over. So I put that 3 next to that 4 there. I stumbled on my decimal, so make sure we put that decimal in there straight away. And then we check again. How many times is 4 going to 34? Well, it goes 8 times again, believe that. Okay, because 4 times 8 is 32 still. And I've still got 2 left over. And remember these zeros we talked about? I'm going to need to call on one of them here. So I'm going to need to put a 0 in there. And then we check how many times does 4 go into 20. And that will be 5 times. And now this is finished. 8.85. And now we are done. And that's it, guys. That's how you divide your decimals. All right, what did you make of that? Did you like this video? Please give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe below and hit that notification bell. Thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. It does mean a lot to me, and I see you on the next video. So, until I see you on the next one, peace.